Hey, you guys. Hey, guys. Ugh. Hey, guys.
And we are back. We are live. This is Still Here podcast with my boy,
BroZay Cruz, your favorite Native American from Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Yeah. Worked at Walmart for a bit.
In the Pizza Hut in Walmart?
Yeah. I was kidding.
You said
I'm just so random, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, man, new year, new me.
Yeah. Look at you go. Look at you go.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It is. It is a good, it is. It started off pretty good.
So far.
You know, so far so great.
2022, man, that's insane.
Mm-hmm. I hate even numbers.
Do
Don't
you?
know why.
I'm an even type of guy.
Are you?
I have to have everything even and equal. If I have a gum, I have to have 2 pieces of gum. If I eat fries, I have to have like 2 or 4 pieces of fries, not
At
3.
one time?
Yeah. Like I can't just have 3 or 1. I have to have 2 or 4 or 6. I don't know, dude. I'm very weird.
That's funny.
I am my idiosyncrasies are just off the charts.
That's funny.
You know, if I take 2 steps, but they're like not in a square, I have to at least have 2 steps in a square if I'm on a concrete.
How long does it take you to go for a walk around the neighborhood?
It's insane, man. I'm weird.
We're not going for time here. We're going for efficiency. We need to step in each box so many times.
Like when I edit, like all my seconds have to end like in even numbers. Like my or at least the clips on like our teasers, 58 seconds, and then I don't know, man.
That's funny.
I'm weird.
My kids, I guess I only like when I eat popcorn and stuff. Like I don't use my forefinger. I use like my middle finger. Sometimes I'll use my pinky, so they make fun of me.
Really?
For that. Dad, who am I? And they're like,
you grab your popcorn like this,
like with my ring finger.
Are you
or
serious?
Something. Yeah.
What? That's weird. I just grab popcorn.
I know. I put Tapatio on it. But I don't touch my face.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
My daughter uses chopsticks or
For popcorn.
Yeah, she just chopstick.
Does she put Tapatio?
Yeah, she loves all that stuff, man.
Yeah, she's smart.
I'm surprised she doesn't have like a hole in her stomach. All that Tapatio she eats, bro.
I know.
Because
that's a staple in my house.
Yeah. Oh, I bet ours too. But like we had stopped them eating like hot Cheetos and all that because my wife's cousin like burned a hole in her stomach. So all this hot sauce, like the Tapatio, all that. I don't know how she doesn't have a hole in her stomach complaining because she puts it almost on everything.
It's so crazy, you know? Like all these hot things that are popular. Like I tried those Takis, right?
Oh,
and
yeah,
I mean, I get heartburn like that off that. It's like, oh shoot, my age like hits me like I'm like fast, boy. Yeah. And like I have one Taki, and I'm like I'm out.
They should put like an age bracket for Takis.
Yeah,
you know,
seriously,
if you're 40 and over, don't eat Takis.
No,
heartburn,
at all. You know? It's like a freaking mad rush to the store to get heartburn medicine, yogurt. Like, and
you get all that.
Yeah, man. I love hot food though. I love spicy food.
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm same here, man. I enjoy like when my biggest. I'll eat pho any day.
Okay, so we haven't been yet. Joni wants to go, but we haven't been. And I know that you know a few spots. I love the ramen. There's a place.
Ramen versus pho. Have you been there?
No, I've never. Oh. No, the only ramen I've had is from Rockin' Noodles.
Okay, I haven't been there. Oh. Really? It's hard for me to go for ramen when ramen. You know, it's hard for me. Ramen. Yeah, we could have it here, but pho is an art to cook.
Is it?
Yeah, they boil like big old bean broth bones, right? Big old bones, and they boil it for 8-9 hours, and they get all the broth from the marrow and all that, and then they start cooking. So to eat pho, man, you have to have like a 2-day plan. You know, then it's easy
to eat it or to make it.
To make it, like the broth, you know, the beef broth and stuff. So but I put sriracha in that. Mm-hmm. All just it turns blood red, man. Yeah, you know, I love sriracha, dude. Yeah. But no, man, I'm just trying to get over the fact that you eat your popcorn. Yeah, yeah, like that. What is that? What do you?
I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I just. We're weird people.
I am. I don't like things like I'm starting to notice a lot that I don't like people handing me stuff. I really don't. It's like if sometimes it's just like, it depends on what it is. But I don't like my hands feeling dirty or greasy. I love oranges, but I don't peel oranges. My wife peels oranges.
Yeah. You don't like it?
I don't like peeling them.
Okay.
I don't like the things in my nails, my hand. I don't like my hands feeling weird or a certain way. If
it's a sensory thing. So a sensory thing.
Because then if I feel like that, then I like. If it's on my, how sometimes you just kind of just real quick, you don't have a napkin. Yeah, dude, that's me, man. I get weird with my hands. It's just because I got my father-in-law said.
I guess it would be sticky, huh? Like it'd be sticky. I can't do that.
Yeah, because my hands are very soft. I don't have no rough hands. My father-in-law calls them penis fingers. So. But yeah, man, because I used to.
Like, what about like shoveling and stuff? You shovel?
I can still do all that, but. Dude, I did that all in my beginning days. Like, seriously, the last time I had a full-on labor job, I was like 33, Laura? Right? Well, no, because I used to work with my dad after. I did a lot of sound installation, a lot of cable run and hanging speakers and lights. So, yeah, you're using tools and stuff like that, man. But once I knew I can get out of all that, I'll do it here, but there's nothing to shovel. I'm on my lawn, But no, dude, I'm just over labor. I really am. That's just not. I did that my whole life. My dad had me, my brother, 6, 7, 8 years old on the site, on the work site, dude, just picking up
grinding.
Picking up scrap wood. Learning stuff, man. And I did that my whole life.
To know that you don't want to do that. Yeah.
Or go back to it.
My dad used to do masonry and like in wells and stuff. So we would have to like mix the concrete and I don't know, just all that stuff. I did that enough to know that I don't want to do that.
Yeah, same here, dude.
You know what I mean?
Man, I got clowned a lot too, man, because they didn't think I think my in-laws didn't really, they never outright told me, but they're just like, you need to get a real job. They always, and it's like, this is going to be my real job, and sure enough, now that it all come to fruition and they're seeing it, they're just like, I think they came over here one time and we shown them the house first time here and they walked in the garage and they're like, you can see it in their face, like, oh shit, he actually did it. Yeah.
Maybe get a shirt that says like apology accepted.
Yeah. Their face said it all. I love them, man. But dude, when they walked in, you can see it. And I was like, and they saw her workstation and all that. And they're like, dang, he actually did it, So, dude, I think that's like, it's not really. It's a different subject. But, yeah, man, those are weird things about me.
Dude, we all have those. And they're funny and they're fun. And, I get it. I guess it's more like my hands get really, really dry. Okay. So I always have to. I have to because like.
You look like a guy that puts on lip balm and you're very passionate about it.
I would be. I'd put that shit on slow. Yeah, slower.
And then
half that speed. Go slower. If you're going to do it right.
Put on some Kenny G real quick and just
something. Blowing on that.
You don't like dry hands at all?
I hate it when my hands are dry.
How do you do in the winter then?
I have like lotion everywhere. Don't judge me.
You put lotion on. You put on gloves too, like on those cold days.
Yes. Yeah. I have to wear gloves. I don't get a lot. I think it's because I don't think I get a lot of circulation down to my hands and extremities or something. I'm probably going to pay for that like someday. Like they call that something or.
That is crazy.
For right now, we're just gonna ride that wave and just know that I don't like that. That part I hate. Yeah.
So if you guys ever see Johnny, man, you guys got lotion. Just
a little help out.
Out.
And plus, I wash my hands like all the time. I've always been like a big hand washer. Like I wash my hands to wash my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I missed. Dude, you know what's weird about me? Like when I wash my hands too. If I feel like a certain part of my hand didn't get wet. And I dried off. It's like,
or like soap, or like I only got soap like hitting. Like I have to restart the whole thing. Like I have to. Yeah, I'm the same.
For some reason, I think this side is getting left out, and I don't want my part of my hand feel left out.
That's nice,
dude. I'm weird. Man.
That's you thinking of your hand.
I'm thinking it's weird. She's laughing, man, but she knows that's what's so true. And a lot of people don't know this stuff, and a lot of people are going to know. And
and like even things, like keeping things in like when I go to the store, I always buy like 2 of stuff. And I'm like, I look at my cart one day, I'm like, what the F is wrong with you, Johnny?
Yeah.
I think one of the kids or Joni may have said like, Dad, why do you always buy 2 of everything? And I'm like, well, I mean, if you like something, then you should probably like buy 2 of them, right? Well, you find an awesome pair of sneaks that you like, right?
I do that. I bought some Air Force Ones, gum bottoms, and dude, those things are hard to come by.
Yeah.
So I bought 2 pair, man. They were the last 2 pair.
Nice.
You know, so yeah, I got those. I'm like that, man. I feel like everybody that's watching and listening, man, you know, tell us your idiosyncrasies.
Yeah. I mean, you have to have something.
Your weirdness, you know.
I love weirdness.
I do too. I'm like that too. When I was younger, I used to draw a lot. And like Kaylani, my daughter, is the same exact way, dude. She has to put everything in order, her colors. You know, if her pencils are lined up and we bump the table or we grab one and just put it back, she'll be like, you know, she'll put it back. You know, she's real anal about that too.
That's a very good tool to use for punishment. Just make her look at like everything all messed up. Like that would be my punishment.
Oh, dang.
And like you can't touch it, and it's like
just all her crayons are mix them all up, dude.
Yeah.
She's really weird about that. I was like that, man. So
do you have like this is kind of good like when we do these episodes, because like we know each other, but we're like getting to know each other like more and more. It's like scary bad. It's like we might not make it past like season 2. But
it's like, well, Johnny's been arrested.
I just know too much about him. It just got weird.
It got weird. We ended up spooning one night.
Yeah, not again.
Not again.
Woke up naked on Jose's lawn. And
oh my gosh, dude! And we were both arrested.
It's like what?
2 local podcasters were arrested for indecent. What do you call it? Indecent exposure? Or
I don't know. I think that's something that's made up. Honestly,
indecent exposure or something like that.
Yeah, it's just like
that's not a real law.
What's indecent anymore? Like if you want to do like. You want to show it up? Let's see what you got.
Yeah. Well, you know? Dude, I'm all about like
if you're packing heat, let's see.
Yeah.
Or if you're not,
whip it out.
Or if you're not, whatever.
Man, be proud of yourself, man.
Hey, be you,
dude. I'm all about like, man. I don't know if I should say this, dude. I'm not gonna say.
That's probably like you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
It's Friday, boy.
It's Friday, boy.
It's Friday. And did I mention the fact that we're the Central Valley's #1 podcast?
Now you did.
Self-proclaimed.
We are, dude. Yeah. I kid you not. We are, man. I'm not going to hate. I'm glad you brought that up.
We probably are.
Dude, because I love everybody creates and does their own thing, man. But for what we do, how we do, just for being us, you know, we don't have no big, you know, company or sponsor or anybody giving us money yet, you know. We're doing this on our own. Yep. And the content alone is what we're putting out is super dope, amazing. Because when we re-edit, bro, I'm like, dang, did Johnny just say that? Or dang, did I guess? You know, I watched our Average Joey with Juan Perez.
That was a great episode.
And dude, man,
that was great. It sucks that was a pilot. Well, it doesn't suck that it's a pilot. Like it's going to be awesome to have them back on sometime this year
for our season.
For like a, you know, an actual episode with those 2 knuckleheads.
But here's the thing, though, man, the content alone. It's just amazing because, again, I'm a big fan of myself. We talked about that on the show. You know, narcissism. He's an advocate for narcissism and all that. And dude, I'm on the bandwagon too. You know,
but not to a point where it's like detrimental or it's like bad for your health or other people's.
Yeah,
you know
and it's annoying. You want to get slapped, but dude, I love what we do, and I feel like you're right, man. The #1 podcast in the Central Valley because, bro, no one right now is doing it, and if they are, it's just.
In the bathroom.
We're the template, dude.
Yeah, in the bathroom, like it's all like echoey. And
yeah,
like,
they're in their kitchen. Yeah. You know, because remember, Joey said he thought it was just going to be like another podcast. And he's like, or just someone on their phone. Hey, I'm on my podcast. And it's like,
podcast, baby. Boy.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, that's you're just on your phone, you know. So we have a studio, we have a setup, we have plans and goals this year to try to get in our own building, facility and all that. Man, it's 100% backed by us.
Yeah, mobile, do some mobile stuff.
And our supporters.
Yeah. Feet on the street, kid.
Bro, dude, we're going to do that, man. So, again, that's why I 100% agree with you that we are the #1 podcast in the Central Valley, self-proclaimed.
We're the Michael Jordan of, or the Tom Brady of.
Ooh,
by the way,
by
the way, have we brought up the fact today that we are, once again, cordially inviting Mr. Tom Brady to come on the Still Here podcast?
Because he's from, Santa Clarita. You know, he comes visit his family, you know.
I'm from back east. I'm from New England, where he played.
Dude,
you know,
lucky,
and
man.
live here.
Dude,
my brother and my dad have seen him play like so many times. They had season tickets.
I'm jelly.
Dude, they would wear like, back on the hot topic again, right? Back on the heat. But they would wear like wool pants, like electric wool pants.
Really?
Like wool pants aren't warm enough. No, in New England, you need the electric wool pant stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do they charge?
It's like a battery pack, and they charge it. And wow. Yeah, and my brother, I think his store, Salem Plumbing, #Salem Plumbing, what's up, is sponsored, or one of their biggest sponsors is Milwaukee. And
oh wow.
Yeah, so they have electric sweatshirts and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, I went back there one year. And it's the middle of winter, and the only thing my brother's wearing a t-shirt and a sweatshirt, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
It's all battery powered.
And he goes, oh yeah, here, just try this, and he throws me a sweatshirt, and I'm like, what is that thing? It hit me like right in the arm. Oh shoot! And I'm like, what the hell was that? And he goes, it's a freaking battery pack. Just put it on. It's freaking keep you warm. And
really?
I'm like, stop it.
That's cool.
So I put on this sweatshirt, I had a t-shirt on, or I think I had flannel or whatever. And yeah, it was freaking awesome.
What's the danger in that? Is there anything like battery explode?
I don't know. I would like spray him down or like try and push him in some water or something, you know, and he's just to test but it. He knows he's my younger brother. So he knows like there's going to be some sort of hazing or bullying or something. Put him in a winter. Yeah. But he is also my bigger younger brother. Okay. And like, he has like where I might have like a screw loose, he has like 7. So yeah, you don't mess with that.
Yeah, and he's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was wrestling Caleb the other day. Oh my God, dude. I was afraid that I was going to get hurt.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old boy, dude.
Oh yeah.
Huge. And I'm like trying to do full strength. And this guy.
You're going 50%. The kids are like, especially because our sons, both of our sons have been, you know, your son's big for his age. Your son's huge. Anthony was big for his age, and they're like baby rattlesnakes. You know, you'll get killed by getting bit by a baby before like an adult. An adult knows how much venom to put in something, right? However, a baby will just freaking zing your ass.
I just say he has like that dummy strength. He don't know he has. Well, I feel like when we were wrestling, he throws his body. Yeah. And dude, I think he's gonna go through a wall again one day.
Yeah, I haven't messed around with my son in a minute, huge, boy. Dude. He's like 6'2", 300 pounds. Yeah. Bench presses schools and stuff.
Jeez, man, he's a big guy.
Oh, he is. I haven't messed with him in a minute.
Like I saw one of your pictures.
If I do, I'll freaking throw him a quick jab, whop, and then I'll run.
He's like, Dad, stop.
Yeah. He's like, I will break you.
Stay there, Dad.
I love my dad. He is my dad. He is so pretty, and he is my dad. And then I'm dead. And then I'm dead.
You know, it was a mice and men of Lenny. You know, Caleb Lenny has that Lenny.
I used to call Anthony Lenny.
Yeah,
because he breaks everything, man. Yeah, he's like, what is this? How I need a house of steel, you know? And he's like, now it's so funny. I'm sorry, Anthony. I love you, boy. I love you. This is just funny though, and he is just like he'll like everything he does is like with like Superman, superhuman strength, right? Mm-hmm. Like he opens his door and it's like boom.
He looks strong.
And like he closes and walks around. He's the only person. He got Crocs for Christmas from his sister, from one of my daughters. And like he wears them all the time now. He's like, he's all about Crocs. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
You hear Caleb, the same Caleb, but you hear him walking.
He's the only person I know that can make Crocs like make a sound.
Struggle.
Yeah, there's Crocs that struggle. Like are those some Fox, dude? Are those some like fake Crocs? Like Crocs faux Crocs?
Those
like
are frocks,
are those
man.
Real frocks? Yeah.
Frocks. Well, Caleb, same thing, man. When he gets up off the couch, I just feel like that couch is gonna break because you hear everything go. Yeah. It's an almost semi-new couch.
He broke my couch.
Oh my God.
He's broken doors, toilets, couches, like they're nothing
That's
safe.
What we gotta look.
Nothing
we gotta
safe.
look forward to that.
Yeah, Bill, you need to get some steel reinforced cupboards.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I'm not looking
the
forward.
The list goes on. My cars.
One thing that's what he's doing. He just has that dummy strength.
Yeah.
That's it, man. So
I wouldn't have it any other way. I love him.
I love him. Strong though, man. It freaked me out a little. I was like, man, when that kid knows he can beat my ass one day, dude. I'm kind of really scared about
they won't because okay, you might bring up dummy strength, but dads don't fight fair.
No, I don't.
I told Anthony like there was something. I go, you want to come at me? You come at me. Just know you're leaving without something. Hey, whatever it is, whatever appendage that you have,
bite a nipple off.
Hey, you're gonna whatever you have, you're leaving. You might win, but you're gonna pay the price.
You'll remember.
Yeah, dads don't fight fair.
I don't. Yeah,
I stick hands in places that usually shouldn't go. Like I'm gonna get you moving, boy.
Be my, all those ventriloquist.
Move your hand, move your mouth like a puppet.
Oh my God, dude. But no, again, at the end of it all, man, those are things that about us, our families. Again, a lot of people love hearing and talk about me.
It is.
It's funny.
That's the good stuff. And what I love about our back and forth, or what I love about our show, is that we can talk about fun things and then segue into like our actual topic for the day, which is kind of like giving that trust for other people, and then I guess more or less, I don't want to say getting burned, but like not reciprocating, not getting that same love, respect, and trust reciprocated. And then it's like fake, a fake relationship.
Well, see, that's you're right. You're exactly right. Because one thing I like about what we do, man, there's everything we mentioned, man, just, we're just human, man. We're normal people that really love doing this, but we have experiences, we have knowledge and wisdom that we've gained from those experiences. And, we always talk about like our families, we talk about our growth, so, and I feel like that's how people connect with us, they're like, shit, he's just like me, or I'm just like him, and so when they hear us talk about the topic we're talking about today, I know they're going to relate. And
at least with all that other stuff too. And
the weird popcorn eating.
Yeah. Please, if you're a weird popcorn eater, just let me know, please. And also, if you like to put weird things like on your popcorn, also let me know.
You ever put syrup on your popcorn?
No, but I'm imagining it's good. Caramel. You can put syrup on anything.
It's like caramel pop. I think
on Elf you put syrup.
Yeah, on spaghetti.
Do you have any syrup?
Do you have any syrup?
Do you like spaghetti? If it has sugar, then yes.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's hilarious. We watch that movie every year for Christmas, man. But no, let's segue, man. Let's get into our topic. What is our topic?
Yeah, I guess we just kind of touched on it right now. And you brought up, we talk about growth, but you have to go through like negative things in order to grow, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Every day can't just be sunshine and rainbows.
I want that life. Whoever you are.
I want Happy Land. I want Happy Land where it's make believe. It's sunny and 75 every day. We live on the beach.
Yeah.
We're having perfect clam chowder and Coronas. Like, let's go.
Man, so you need to say that in your Boston accent. Clam chowder, however you say
it. I don't even, I've been here for so long.
You think you're losing it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look what happened. Every once in a while I'll say something, it'll come back out. But I've got a funny story. So Caitlin was talking to her boyfriend, Evan, and he's down in LA. He's going to school for baseball. And he apparently, like, he loves Boston accents. All right. And so Caitlin's on the phone with him. And oddly enough, I knock on the door. I go in. I go, hey, go to the store and go get some popcorn. And that's actually how I asked. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
And she goes, ugh. Because it's like 9:00 at night. And then, and I didn't want to go to the store.
Dude, yeah.
Hey, this is one of the benefits of having like adult children, roommates, living in your house. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm like, hey, go to the store, go get some popcorn. She goes, ugh. And then she has Evan on FaceTime or whatever, and her boyfriend, and she's like, say it in a Boston accent. So I'm like, hey, there's no more popcorn in the pantry. Go to the store. I need more popcorn.
Dang,
and she's like, you didn't say get in the car.
Get in the car. Dude,
and the funniest part is her boyfriend goes, he goes, that's pretty good. I'm like, what do you mean it's pretty good? It is it. It is it. Like, what do you mean it's pretty good?
That's so crazy, man, the accent over there. Because it's funny, side note, we're subscribed to Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has live TV. And you put in a zip code, to watch TV, or because I put Boston's zip code, so I get all the Patriots football games. And dude, the commercials on the Boston commercials are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
We
have a Bob's Furniture here. Bob's Furniture.
See, you already came out. Look at you, man. But now let's get back. Let's get into
Anyways. But like, yeah, you have to go through negative things to grow, right? Mm-hmm. It's part of life. And sometimes in those negative things are a relationship.
Yeah.
And
any type of relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't, whether it's friendships or whatever, work, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to like me.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. There was a time where I wasn't narcissist Johnny, but now, growing and understanding that not everybody thinks like me. Not everybody's going to like me. So whatever. I don't care.
I like you.
I appreciate that. I like you too.
Yeah, you're a good guy. Well, I think one of the, let's just make the connection, man. Yeah, we're that. But I think the good example is because we talked about again these topics that really pretty much happen mostly over our phone calls. We talk to each other and we talk about being burnt. It's like, dude, because we went and met with Ray. Another side note is February 26th. Launch party,
Chancey Park.
Yeah, Chancey Park, Kodiak Club. And we were just talking on the way over there and on the way back home because you picked us up, about being burnt, getting burnt, man, and how people burn you. Case in point is when we started doing these shows, especially with the previous show, man, I don't know how many people hit me up for what you doing, what are you using, what do you got? Can I come peep it out? Pick your brain, pick it this, pick it that. And it's like my defense mechanism was like, nah, man, because you just want to learn and get what you want from me and burn me, which has happened with the other show.
Right. Yeah, strength is silence, right? Strength is silence and keeping things here. Anyways, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And so, and now that I look back, especially at our topic, man, it really opened up the floodgates of my memories on really what happened to me, man.
And that doesn't feel good. It doesn't. And what started it was me saying, like, looking both of you right in your face and say,
this was our meeting.
Yeah, our meeting the day before that.
The day before that.
And I looked at both of you right in your eyes, right in your optic stems, and I said, I will never, ever choose like anything, money or power or anything like that over you guys. We basically had a moment where we had, it's a difficult thing to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about money. Everybody just wants to have a good time and talk about having a good time and living in fantasy world where, everything's free and it's sunny and 75 and you're at the beach, you're having chowder and a Corona, but in all honesty, you have to be, you just have to be real with people and you have to like throw that out. Like, It's not more, my relationship with you guys is better and more important to me than a dollar amount, than anything, anything that comes about like with this.
No, I agree, man. When you said that, Eric, because you've said that to me, Laura, several times, man. Dude, I don't get that from you at all. You're not that guy. Because when I met you when I was working at Channel 26, and when you came on for or whatever gig, I'll bleep that.
Yeah. When you came on.
Yeah, when you came on. And right out the gate, we connected.
Yeah.
Just your personality, especially it being, 5:30, 6 in the morning and stuff.
Mad early. Yeah, they would always say, hey. Like Kim would always like hit me or something.
Yeah, and
in a good way, not a bad way.
It was fun, like, man, because, then I found out we're both Pats fans, then we had that connection. And so at the end of it, man, I said all that to say that, you know what, dude, it's one of those things where I know that's not who you are. Yeah. You're not, I good example of being burnt was the last show I was on, we were on and, got burnt, and I've heard a lot of rumors about that guy and me, I'm like, I'm gonna give people benefit of the doubt until it happens, but I don't hope for it. I don't think about it. I don't wish it, so I'm the guy that's always going to put myself out there, to be burnt, because at the end of it, man, we have been burnt.
Yeah.
And
it's because we take chances. You know, it's a failed, and you can call it like a failed relationship because that's what it is. You know, it's nothing to do with like as far as like not hating a person or like a person's whatever. The situation just isn't us, and this isn't working, and so. You know, we have to be adults about this and like just move on. Yeah. And
well, we're not friends no more, man. No, he stopped, you know, and it's like when people do the unfollowing and all that crap, man.
I don't care about that. I mean,
that's so stupid, man.
I'm not of that. So I don't understand. Oh, so and so deleted me. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. And
it's like, so funny, man, because again, I was, you know, not to rehash at that, but again, it's our topic, dude. I went when we met, dude. I went to go save the relationship. The hell with the other show. The hell with that podcast.
Yeah,
you know that was my intention, man. Yeah. And just they went sideways, man. And so
it's not always about business, isn't it? Like I mean, like the business part we can separate. What's most important is the relationship and the bond that you make with somebody else. I don't want to get to know you and then like torch you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you're not like that. I'm not like that, man. Because
I'd punch myself in the face.
Dude, it's hard for me to live with myself because I do know in my younger days, you know, I've done that. I've burnt people, man. You know, I had good intentions to work with people and do things, man. You know, but I don't know what would lead for me to stop or not work with them. I just said no and end up burning them. You know, and so. I hate that feeling.
It could be, honestly, I went really high right there. Yeah. I'm going through freaking puberty right now.
Adult
I
puberty.
Just said I'm not, you know, I'm not of that generation. You know,
I just caught it,
but like, honestly, it's defense mechanism. I went sideways. I forgot what I was going to say.
You said it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it could be like, maybe it's something that, like a different relationship that you had like earlier that you're not thinking about. Then, I got him going now.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm good now.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, Fish. I don't want to. Go ahead, brother.
We're talking about something serious.
Back to Jesus, man.
We're talking about defense mechanisms, mental stuff. He peed his pants. Jose peed his pants.
Dude, that's so funny. But no, I feel it sometimes is, man, because growing up, and this is where I feel like it's hard because I see one of the things I'm teaching my kids right now is to see the BS. You know, and
see through it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so growing up as a kid, I never saw past the BS. I couldn't see past the BS because I thought it was true. You know, especially when it came from my mom, you know. Certain family members saying, you know, hey, I'll be there, or da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you're being burnt, you know.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So growing up, I did have a lot of defense mechanisms. Growing up, and I feel like that's what affected my marriage, the beginning years. I would say the beginning, first.
Like trust and stuff? Yeah.
10, 11, 12 years of our marriage was the hardest part, especially for her. You know, again, shout out to Wifey, man. Yeah. She's always producing and directing these shows with us.
Big time.
Big time, man. And so growing up, man, I was always burnt by my mom, stepmoms. My dad was a man-ho, dude. He was just, you know, it's funny, man. But he's found the good one now, man. It took a long time, man. But it was hard for me to trust anybody, man. And, you know, and that old hood mentality of mine is like, I'm going to burn you before you burn me.
Yep. You know, that's real. That's a real thing.
Before you get burned.
That's a real thing. Yep, for sure.
And so, and I brought that into my marriage with my wife, and
you got to leave that at the door. But that needs to stay outside.
I know, because my previous relationships were never healthy. They were never safe. They were never, you know, trusting. You know, they had no good foundation, man, and lack of immaturity and stuff, man. And so, my assumption is like almost every girl I meet or met was like that. You know, so it would be good. Honeymoon phase, 4 or 5, 6 months, and after that, it's like that's when the real issues begin and stuff. And so,
starts with farting.
Yeah, he's like, "Did you fart? No, it's you. Don't say that's me." Then you get triggered easy, you know, offended and stuff like that. You know, so
just a fart, man. Everybody farts.
It's fart, and you're real like
it's just a fart, huh? Yeah. My son's girlfriend came over the other night,
and you farted,
and they were no. Oh. They were studying or whatever because he's gonna take a test, and she comes in and they go in the back room, and my wife and Joni and I were talking about something, and we hear this giant freaking fart. Right? Like, oh my God. And Anthony just goes, you know what I mean? And you hear this like chuckle, and like we had all the flooring put in, so it's like a reverb, right? It echoes, so it's like all instead of like you never would have heard it because we had all the carpet in before.
That's funny, dude.
And so I yelled at this girlfriend, I'm like, was that you? And she goes, no.
I was like,
and she's typically like reserved, you know, she's like chill, and then she goes, oh my God, Anthony, that stinks. Yeah. Anyway, that was side note.
No, it's funny because so it's true, because even like beginning relationships, you know, people get triggered by that stuff, man. And it's like, why are you so angry? Why do you get so, you know, whatever, man. And that was hard for me, man. It really was in the beginning stages, because again, I did live that, you know, man, now that we're talking about this, dude, man, we're rehashing a lot of, you know, what do you call that? Compressed memories, you know? And I never, repressed memories, or something like that.
It's compressed.
It's
also
same difference. Laura,
whatever.
Yeah.
Did you just make a word up?
I guess so.
I'm psyched if you did.
But it's all coming back, and it's like, dang, I remember doing that. You know, and because we were raised in church, you know, a lot of these churches and pastors and, you know, PKs, they burn you, man. You know, all this defense stuff came up, you know, and so
you lower your guard, man. You lower your guard. It's when you lower your guard, and so you're really trusting other people to step up, you know, and to get on the level, or at least maybe understand, right? And then, you know, you deal with like a different age or a different generation or a different mindset, or
so true.
you know, it's just something. I don't know. Like, you have to be ready for everything, but at the same time, you have to lower your guard a little bit to put yourself out there to fail.
Definitely. That's so true.
Not to fail, but to win, right?
Yeah.
To win, you have to put yourself out there. We don't do stuff to come in a second place.
Yeah,
I'm not doing stuff to come in second place.
That's real.
And I don't know. It's my brain went immediately to one of my best friends. His son. He hates losing.
Really?
Like, and when he was younger, like his baseball team came in second place, and my buddy Randy was like, he was watching him, and he was watching his son because he was one of the coaches, and they're like, hey, you guys did a great tournament, whatever. And his son's like sitting like cross-legged and like digs a hole and puts the medal in the hole and grabs his stuff, and like when it's time to go, and he goes. Then another time, I guess they came in second, and he just left his medal like in the
really
dugout. Yeah. We don't play for like, you can't. That's in you. You're born with that.
Yeah,
you're born with that fire to not come in second place, or not to be mediocre, or not to. We're not like that. In order to do that, you're going to get hurt if you're not in first place. Why? Because you put everything out there.
Yeah. And
when you're coaching, when you're doing things in life, and you tell kids, like, leave it on the court, leave it on the pitch, leave it on the field, leave it on the gym, leave it all out there. That is making yourself vulnerable.
Well, because that in essence too, really, it clears you. You know, because again, you're an open book. Everything's out on the table. You have nothing to hide. So should and when you get burnt, man, you like, nah, man, that's all me. That's all on the table.
Yeah.
You know, there was nothing I left behind, you know, or lied or hid from, you know, a person or parties, you know. And again, man, the only recent one that happened, you know, was with the last show and the other host. You know, I left it all out. We communicated, man. We put everything out on the table. And we made sure that on each end that, dude, you're in on this. Yeah. Every new guest, hey, no, you're good. Hey, new thing we're trying to do. No, that's cool. Let's run with it. You know, hey, Johnny's on the show. Let's do it. Let's go. You know, Mondo's on the show. Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. You know, so when, you know, because again, at the end of it too, you protect yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because again, I am that guy that does put myself out there a lot. My wife just tells me, you need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know, because you get
we spread ourselves too thin, and like when you do that, then you like leave yourself wide open. And,
you get burnt.
Yeah. We got rock, right?
Yeah, we
don't got to get hit every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, life's gonna hit us. Life's gonna knock us down. Life's gonna
best speech ever.
Yeah, but you know, you have to get back up.
No, definitely, man. And I feel like with this particular topic, I know people that watch and listen, definitely y'all can relate. You're thinking about who burnt you, what family member burnt you, what boss,
teammate,
what job, teammate,
it could be friend. At church, a best friend. It could be anything, and you feel it's not just slighted. You don't just feel slighted. You feel like they call it burned for a reason because you feel just torched, and it all just comes with putting yourself out there. You have to.
Well, let me ask you this thing, man, because we can bring up any examples, but given one of your examples, you can look in your past, how have you taught yourself to heal from it, resolve from it, or even still stay in it? How did you heal, protect yourself from, from not being burnt, but the aftermath, post being burnt?
I just,
what'd you do?
Geez. You think I would get used to that by now, but
I do that too.
I know I'm always the
Italian,
just way too Italian. So, it's just, positive, doing things that are positive, because we all get our feelings hurt, and sometimes you can be like oversensitive or something, but like when it's like something that's like blatant, and
that's hard.
It is. It's difficult because it's like you're literally being mean right now for no other reason but just to be mean.
Yeah.
And nothing else. That's the only reason why you're acting like this or treating what as I perceived as that. So for me, it's it's communication, staying in constant communication with my wife, doing something positive, letting it go. Let go.
Is it hard though?
Let go. Yeah. When you're in the moment, sometimes you can't see the forest through the trees. You're just stuck in there and you don't see a way out at all. But like, there's always a way out.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, finding more strength in yourself, realizing this is a time for me to grow instead of, so looking inward and maybe it's me. So what can I change?
Yeah.
Just all these different things go through my head because I want to be better. Yeah. I want to win. I want to win this game of life.
Definitely.
And if I can, the way we're going to do that is being healthy. If we're walking around with a chip on our shoulder all the time, angry at the world all the time, pissed off, everybody burned me, blah, 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 blah. Like, we're not going to go anywhere. Like what do you expect to happen? Like
why are you surprised?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true, man, because I like what you said. It's just like maturing, man. You got to look past it, because sometimes, man, those burns obviously leave a scar. Sometimes you grow from it. Like you said, you're being positive, man. What do you say to somebody? I don't know, man. I mean, I think you already said it, man, but I feel like not my concern is that some people love to stay in it, like the chip on the shoulder.
Yes. Some people love to live in shit.
Yeah.
And you have to be in it. You have to, you can't live in it, but you have to sometimes sit in it. Sometimes you have to sit in your shit to grow.
Dude, that's actually one I just talked about with your filthy animal. Stay in it.
Yeah.
See how you like it.
You have to grow from it.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to grow from if you don't recognize what you're growing from.
Or what you need to grow from. And again, you'll hear guys like us talk about it. My parents, your parents, good friends tell you can't be like this. You can't be a hoe. You can't be bitter. You can't be this. You can't be that. Da da da. You need to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and grow. But sometimes it's not easy to do that.
No. It's not.
So it's like me. Man, it's so funny we're getting on this topic because we just, I just talked about this on my one-on-one. It's like, only way you're going to want to stay in or grow from it is actually, like you said, sit in it.
Yep.
Then you see how it feels. Then you see if it's worth it. Then you feel like, then you start to see it. Do I like how I'm feeling or do I like who I'm becoming? Then you can make your own self-conscious decision. Be like, now it's time for me to grow from it or still stay in it.
Right. If you get a bad grade, right? If you're a student and you get a poor report card or a poor grade in whatever class, it's up to you. You're in charge of that. That's a grade that you earned. That you earned that. So it's all about like, okay, you see it and then you knew what your grade was. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like you can't. you can't just say, hey, grow from this. Hey, Jose, I need you to grow from this right here. Okay.
Yeah. I can't stand
do that.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up, do it. Pick yourself up and grow from that.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
No, everybody goes at their own speed and everybody grows and learns at their own rate.
Yeah. I can't stand those people, man, because again, those are those, they're the ones that tell you, like growing up, because again, one of my topics in that, filthy animal is that as a youth pastor, I was taught to teach, you can't do this, you can't be like this, you can't rules. You can't be bitter, you can't be hurt, you have to be strong, you have to be this. And a lot
this isn't wartime.
Yeah.
I'm not, there's a time for that. I can shut things off and
I bet.
handle business. Yeah. And I'll pick myself up. Yeah. You know what? I'll suck it up, Buttercup. Yep. Yeah. I'll remember did you see Lone Survivor? Did you ever see that movie?
Favorite movie, dude.
Okay. When he goes, man, I'm shot. And he goes,
fuck up.
He goes, we're all shot. Can you fight?
Yeah. Put some dirt in it. Dude, we watched that the other night.
We're all shot.
Bro, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so, that's
a great, but that's a great metaphor for right now. Like, we're all going to get hurt.
I think it's timing.
Yeah. It is.
It is timing, man. Depending on the timing, when it calls for that, or when it calls, because again, man, I feel like my opinion, I feel like you have to set your own time, your own time frame when you want to. It has to
be reasonable too.
Yeah,
it can't be like unreasonable.
Yeah, because when it starts affecting outside world, your life, personal life, marriage, kids, then that's an issue. But again, that's solely up to the person. It's like a family. My brother. I love my brother, man, but dude, he's got issues, and he never fixes issues. We've tried to talk to him about it. He just doesn't want to. And now everything he does, it affects the family, So at some point you got to realize, you have to grow from it, or those are the results you're going to get. Like again, that saying is that to every action is a reaction. To everything you say and do, man, there's going to be a repercussion to.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. There is. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Whether you studied hard, the reaction, the action behind that is a good grade.
Yeah.
If you prepared for the game or for whatever,
big facts.
Then Tom Brady out prepares people.
Yeah.
He out prepares. He out prepares. He knows every rule.
Which, by the way, you didn't finish. Shout out to Tom Brady. We hope to have you on the show. We love you, big fans.
Yeah.
I cuddle with your picture at night. I look at your post.
I have one of those plush like Tom Brady.
Do you really?
No, I don't.
Oh, I was like, I want one. Where'd you get those? But he's the last person I look on his post on his wall.
Yeah.
On Instagram, I was like, just see what Tom Brady's doing.
Yep.
I'm that sprung on Tom Brady. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, he was throwing just last week. He was throwing laser beams at the dude driving the golf cart.
Oh my gosh.
Lasers. Anyways,
that's my man right there. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. Tom Brady does out prepare everyone.
He does. But I mean, that's just, those are the doesn't want to get burned.
Those are the results you get when you prepare, especially when it comes to.
You earned it. He earned it.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I love that. I love how you can take this topic into any way, man, because again, at the end of it, it is self-improvement. It's self, it's just you. And when again, when you're left with you can either build the best you or bring out the worst in you.
And it's all perspective. Last year my saying was that I kept all year was angle equals perspective, right? Okay. So with that, like you can have two people going through the same thing, but they each have like different angles of how they're looking at it. So if there are several examples of that, but like it's just the way things are,
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
It's
so still
true.
Like if we had a beach ball right here in front of us, you'd be in front of red, I'd be in front of yellow.
Yeah.
But it's still a beach ball.
Dude, look at you, fish. Perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
I think my new goal.
I haven't thought of something for 2022, by the way.
Well,
let's see what you got.
I was thinking about Jonathan, my buddy Jonathan. He always says it's progression, not perfection.
Yep.
And I want to progress now. I really do, man. I would love to progress every day. And, and another friend of mine, Nemi, shout out Nemi Mayu. He said all last year, the year before, he didn't get one argument. He didn't get one fight.
Really?
Yeah. and that's him.
Married?
No, but his work life, everything. That's one factor, right?
That's a big factor.
That's a huge factor.
It's good that he didn't.
But he says he controlled his environment. He controlled, and again, that's you protecting yourself from being
controlling your controllables, right?
Yeah, dude, you said that.
Yeah,
and so that's my goal this year.
Yep.
So far, me and the wife have been good. We haven't argued. And again, it's starting to get. I want to start at home.
That's where it all starts. That's the nucleus, baby. That's the center.
So in doing that, that's going to prepare me and protect me out in the world, business world, friendships, and all that, man. Because I don't want to get burnt.
If your house is good, if the house is good, man, you're going to flourish. Because that means you're getting support from the house. You're doing things together. Don't play games if you're competitive. That's a surefire way of starting something.
Well, we almost got it because we're training. And now that you said that, my buddy Patrick, who we're going to have on, dude, we do these scissor kicks when we're working out.
Okay.
So me and her, when we play, I don't like playing no games with her because, dude, I'm gonna say it, man. She's a bitch.
He doesn't like to lose.
I didn't see it, but look at the attitude. Her face.
He just called me a bitch.
Yeah.
I want to disappear right now. I feel like you guys are gonna have something to talk about.
The competition in me.
Well, there goes 2022.
Well, the competition we have.
We had a good run.
Well, that it would just rope breaking
9 days. All right.
Yeah,
We had a good.
No, I'm serious because it's so funny because dude, we joke around like that. We really do. And what's so funny about it?
I wish there was alcohol in here.
We could make it an Irish coffee right there.
Yeah, it's not much coffee left.
But dude, I'm serious. We compete. I don't like competing with her because I know she has this thing about her where if we're playing Uno or something like that.
That's a great game.
But Uno gets violent.
It does.
When we're playing Uno and this is her face, she's like, she'll look at me and we sit next to each other and she has Uno. She'll just look at me. She'll be like,
nice and easy.
But the demeanor, the arrogance, but it's like hidden arrogance. I'm like, oh, me. I'm like, I'm obvious. Guys like me and you, I'm like that. It's obvious. But we were doing scissor workouts, and so my guy, he has us doing them together, and dude, I can't beat her. And she'll sit there and she's like, oh, you just don't like losing. That's why you're all mad. I'm like, oh, so, but again, we have that competitive relationship, and so again, that's my yin and yang. That's who we are, man. But I just think when we, to bring it back to the topic, I think what comes down to it when it's at home, because anywhere else, man, I just feel like I'm fake. I can't connect with people, man. And and if I feel like I can't connect with people, I'm not protecting myself because I'm left myself wide open. I really feel like that, dude. To me, that's where my mind always goes. If I'm meeting new people or if I worked with the old business and I'm like, I feel like there's a lot of unsaid things because I've been burnt.
Okay.
But yeah, you're still cool.
Yeah.
But there's like that one thing, man, and I feel like my insecurities kick in and my fears and all that kick in, man.
It's like on like gangster movies when one dude knows something about the other dude and the other dude knows that the other dude knows, and
but
it's
they don't know that you know.
Yeah, they don't know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that he knows.
Stressful.
And they shake hands. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, and you think,
and they're like,
it's like, man, and then you think my mind, because that happens, and I know several stories, and it's like. You think, man, am I the bad guy here? Did I burn them or did they burn me? So you have this conflict within you, man, that's hard to shut up because I stress on it. I really do. Yeah. I can't sleep. I can't, dude. I think about stuff like that, man. And that's so, and
how they say, like, as long as you can look yourself in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you can look yourself in the mirror, as long as you can do those things. But like, so I mean, some people are just not going to do that. They're, Joey brought up like the narcissism is, or just like there's just nothing there sometimes too, where there's just not a care. It's about me, and that's all. And that's kind of an immature way of looking at things, but it's just how people think sometimes.
That's tough, man. I mean, you're right. You're right. Because I don't want to be that guy, man. And especially on this show, we want people to relate. They don't want. I don't want people to see that, man. But I do want.
They'd be able to tell. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that we get a lot of feedback from friends and family, and they'll say like what a good back and forth you and I have or whatever. But they'd be if there was tension, they'd be able to see it. So.
Yeah, it's obvious, man. And I feel like, and we do have fans, but like I said, I think we were talking on the way from Ray's is like, dude, I don't mind the attention. I don't mind, the clout. But one thing I know that I will never change. I will remember where I've started and stuff, and I remember where I've come from. Should this podcast get to, Central Valley status, and a lot of people know us, and a lot of people are like, hey,
Well, they're going to because we're going to be mobile and stuff.
Yeah, definitely,
but we're going to do that stuff.
But I just feel like what makes us so special, man, and I'll say is that, dude, there's no ego trip on it.
No.
Not a lot of these.
It's because we've already lived life, man.
Yeah.
I've already lived life. I've seen people at the peak and pinnacle of like their life, and I've seen what happens when you don't wear seatbelts or, you drive too fast. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of bad stuff, we'll talk about someday, but
one day.
Yeah. And so you put things in perspective, and that
definitely, and
friendships and relationships and being honest and, I don't know, I guess just being honest and having the courage to be honest with your friend. Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you spare them or something, or you just assume.
Yeah, never assume.
Yeah, no. But like, I've done that. I've done that.
I'm guilty of that.
It ended up in a bad or just dead.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that too, man. What would you say then? Because I think you just did, but what other steps that you would, encourage someone to take to know that, hey, notice the signs of being burnt, notice the signs are, I'm about to get burnt. What would you say to somebody, encourage them to how to approach?
It's difficult for me to say like how to read people. I know how to read people because I know how to read people. Yeah. I know where I'm from, and I know and I'm almost 50-year-old man. So, I mean, I've spoken to like thousands of humans, and I don't know, for me, I could just see things in people's eyes. I can see, the eyes never lie. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and you can just see things that are there. When you've been through something, that's the thing, is that you can't just be like, oh, yep, Jose's going to burn me. Yep. I saw something. He puts his left hand over his right hand when he's sitting, and he puts his right hand on his right leg. It's the weirdest thing. He buys 2 pair of Air Force Ones, so that's a clue.
Gum bottoms.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
So he does a lot of squats. Yeah, working that booty.
No.
So,
no, you're good.
But like, there's nothing I could say. It's just like the things that I can see, or like what you feel. So it could be like little slights here and there, or just like body language of like where they're sitting, how they're holding their hands, what they do with their eyes and their head when they're talking to you. It's just a lot of different things. Why are you sweating? It's not even hot in here.
Like, dead of winter.
Yeah. So, and then you're going through like all the different progressions of like, anyways, there's a lot of things,
I feel like you named good things to look out for: the eyes, the demeanor, the movement, the body language. That's true, man. I think, because I've been on that side of the person burning people, and the feelings that I remember, what I would recommend people to prevent, to be the person burning others, is watch out what you put in your head. Watch out what you tell yourself, or watch out what you get from other people feeding your insecurity.
Yeah.
Watch out, because you'll start building up these scenarios in your head that aren't true.
Yeah. Living rent free in your own head. Like you said that to me earlier this week, and it stuck with me all week long. I've been down, I've been weighed down, and I just keep fighting every day. I just keep getting up. I keep making my bed. I keep doing like my positive habits. I read every day. I'm doing my training. I'm yoga, going for a walk with my wife. All these positive things, right? So just keep fighting. But like that stuck in my head. You said, living rent free. And this week and before I was just going through a time where I'm just living rent free in my own head.
Yeah.
So I'm just like freaking taking myself out, man.
Yeah. And I feel like when it comes to yourself, especially when you're a person, if you're doing business or you're doing something to a family, or you have a family issue, stay out of your own head, man.
Yeah. That's big.
Consult with somebody that you trust, but that's not going to give you the reciprocation of how you're feeling, man. Like, oh yeah, man, those people, they're the ones,
Yeah, I don't want people on Team Johnny.
Yeah.
I don't want people on Team Johnny. I want people to like, if I'm going to talk to you about a situation or something, I want you to be objective and tell me if I'm being oversensitive or if I'm being an asshole or if I'm being whatever, and if that's the case, I'm going to tell you to piss off.
And then think about it and call me back. You're right.
But like I'm man enough to take that and to understand it and to say, okay, now I can go and go backwards to go forward and just reassess myself and say, okay, was I being a crybaby? Was I being oversensitive? Was I being this? Okay, if I can answer these 10 questions with a yes, 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 or no, 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 kinda, okay. There's always going to be something that is on you also, right? So I don't know. It's
Well, that comes down to for you to not be the person that burns,
right?
And so again, you protect yourself. Don't get in that circle where people pity you and you feel.
Don't be weak.
Yeah, don't be weak. But
that's another thing is like being vulnerable it's vulnerable for a relationship.
Well, it's the weakness. It's meekness. Yeah. Meekness is hidden. It's like hidden power. Just because I'm meek, just because I'm not, showing my public strength or whatever, doesn't mean you're not weak. Doesn't mean you're weak. Meekness is hidden power, And so when you walk that meekness, man, you have strength, man. Don't. I hope people don't take my meekness for weakness.
That's nice. That's cool.
So that's where it's happened to me a lot because people think they can take advantage of me. And so
because you have a kind heart, you're a kind person, you're a giver.
I try to be.
We give all of our stuff away.
Yeah, my wife tells me to stop doing that.
I know.
Yeah, you gave me a lot of stuff so far. I got to hang up your Patriots thing you gave me, man. So yeah, you're really making a man cave out of this office.
Right.
We're doing it, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think we've talked about a lot. I think we can go on this all day.
We definitely hit a lot of topics. It was really nice too, because like,
we're talking about stuff we're actually going through right now too.
Yeah. Have that hard conversation with your friends, and if you feel like, you need to say something, so that the air's clear or so that your friendship can continue or go to the next level or it's difficult, man. It's hard to do a business or create a brand, create that name, create something with somebody else, because especially when you have creators and you have people that I don't know, it feels like it's yours. You know what I mean? It's mine. It's mine. Yeah. It's my baby.
This part is mine. This part,
yeah, and I'm okay with. I'm at an age and a mindset of being good with sharing because I would rather see everybody succeed than just me or just you. I want to see everybody go. I want to bring people in. That's why we're like, dude, if you want to sponsor our show, it's so cheap. And we're going to have at the launch party, Saturday, February 26th, at the launch party, we're going to have like different forms and stuff for sponsorships for our friends. Crazy affordable, nothing over the top. And we just want to showcase the Valley, man.
Yeah.
We want to showcase our friends. We want to highlight the Central Valley because we're the Central Valley's #1 podcast. Let's go. We want to invite Tom Brady, Super Tom. And
Go.
and I don't know, we want this thing to be successful, but we want to be successful for our friends,
Definitely.
for our community, for our, for us.
Yeah. And that's so true. Cause one thing when we met with Ray, I don't know if that's like because I know they're doing a lot of, I don't want to say rebranding, but just new an identity. And when we met with him to confirm and talk the details, he was like, I love what you guys have here. He says, you guys said something on your teasers. We've been through a lot. We're still here. We're still here. And I want to base our new identity, our new thing going forward based off Still Here podcast, your brand.
Off your brand. That hit.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
That was like a kick drum, dude.
And that's a big organization, man. And
5 national championships, 5 World Series.
Huge.
Come on. No other, they've done more as we're
Ray's going to be on.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it later, but they've done more than any other minor league baseball team.
Big time.
In like, if you look at time frames. But they've punched out like amazing Hall of Famers. And we got to see them just down the street.
Yeah.
In downtown Fresno.
Yep.
Buster Posey. Come on.
Gosh.
I'm not even a Giants fan. I'm a baseball fan.
I can't stand Giants.
I just,
and their fans.
I'm just saying, it's baseball. It's a game, but it's like, I got to see Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah.
I got to see so many
that's
people
the thing,
over
that
there.
Organization that has that type of clout.
Yeah, Carlos Correa.
They said that they want to start their new identity going forward based off Still Here podcast brand. And when Ray said that, dude, that just launched a new fire in me, man. Because what we want to do here, like you said, is connect, relate, grow with people, man, and have that launch party with people. Because again, man, it's going to, I'll say, but it is an invite only, it is.
Yeah.
And so, but just because they're not invited doesn't mean they're still not a part.
Right.
People can hit us up still if they want to be on the show. If you have a story, man, and you're just an average Joe, you stay at home mom, stay at home dad, you have a story, man, we want to hear it. Because again, you may reach somebody, connect with somebody that we can't. So that's our whole point, is to provide a platform, work with people, work with, and
they're going to see us out too.
Yeah.
Right. They're going to see us out and about, and like they'll see us at certain places. And
those will be TBA, man, to be announced.
Yeah. And so that's going to be fun stuff too.
What's so cool is Still Here podcast, man, is that we want to obviously, speak at, businesses, conferences, and schools, this podcast isn't just for us a money grab, man. It's to help the community also.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah. That's the biggest, that could be the biggest thing that we've said all day today. Honestly, this isn't a money grab. This isn't like a, hey, I'm Johnny and this is Jose and we want to get rich.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rich. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's too much headaches. Too much.
Was there more money, more
problems,
that's
man. It. But it's learning and to have that money to be able to go and go do those things is huge.
Yeah, and that's what we need you guys for. We love it, your support, because again, this is something that you guys, all our supporters, man, that believe in us, man, because the feedback we get alone,
it means so much. It really does.
It trips me out that many people like that I've talked to and you've talked to love what we talk about, man, and the chemistry. And so that's why we're doing this. Again, I never thought see myself ever buying or doing this type of stuff. My calling or whatever it is. Now I'm starting to see it unfold.
Yeah, nobody like when I was going to high school in like early 90s. And by the way, this is my 30th high school reunion coming out. Yeah, I'm old. But nobody ever said, "Hey man, I want to have a podcast." Like back then it was like a radio show host or something like that, It wasn't even like a radio show. Back then it was like I don't even think anybody listened to AM radio, right?
Yeah.
But like they wanted to be like, we still had DJs back then, and that's how you found out like new albums and stuff. Anyway, so now, I mean,
We're out there, dude.
Yeah, we're out there. And not only that, but we're, the goal is to teach people how to do this stuff and, light a fire. Somebody has a fire in them right now. Somebody out there has that fire, has that determination to be better than this, to do things better than this right now. And that's awesome. I want to meet that person. I want to meet that person. I want to watch them grow.
I want to help them start them out.
Yeah. I want to help that person grow.
You said something a while back, and I told you, it's like, man, I don't want to help people, because I said this from a business standpoint. Why am I going to promote others when we promote us? Step their quality up and not ours, So you're right, man. I really want to help people. I really want to, find that next Joe Rogan or that next somebody who has something to say.
They're out there.
They are, man.
They're out there.
And like you said, now that I'm at an age, I'm 40 years old, man. I just want to help and see other people succeed. I really do. My intention is to help people grow, especially why we're in this foundation with Kairos Media Foundation. Dude, we want people
to grow. We have to grow. It's like we have to grow first to help other people grow.
Yep. Again, that's like a crackhead listening to a crackhead tell him not to do crack. Yeah. It's like, dude, that doesn't work. Stop doing this. Well, you're doing it. Well, that's
when you're
different.
Done with that, would you?
Yeah. Again, it's like living the style.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yeah, and so, but again, like you said, we don't want to just show people and talk about it. We want to live it, and we have lived it.
Yep.
That's why we're still here. That's why we're still talking. That's why we're still going.
Still popping.
And that's why a dope brand like Chichanchi Park, Fresno Grizzlies, Ray, and President Derek, they're like, man, we want to start this brand off right based off the Still Here brand. So.
I'm down. I'm so excited, man.
I was humbled with that, dude.
That was so rad. That was so rad. That was such a cool thing.
I know we wanted to do something different with our last thoughts. What's your last thought, man?
I don't know. You've said like so many great things today. And for me, I just think that like if you're going through something, you should just like sit in it. Sit in it for a minute. That way you can determine like what your direction's going to be. And to just move forward, find out whatever your problem is, whether it's being burned, whether, it's a poor relationship or whatever the case is. I know that we've talked about a lot of things, but like just kind of sit in what you, in your problems and then fight your way out of it. Like at your speed. But make sure that you're being reasonable when it comes to like fighting through those things. Okay. Also, it was great to see that you guys had your garbage cans down on the street.
Yes, I love that.
Side note.
Side note. I like that, dude. I like what you said about perspective, man. Just because the beach ball is red on my side and it's yellow on your side doesn't change the fact that it's the beach ball, Perspective, man. And
that's not mine. I heard that from somebody. I don't know where.
I'm giving you that. But I just like how sometimes, in my experience, man, I've learned lately not to assume, but ask the question, the hard question, and put it out there, dude. And if it's taken, with love, then we grow. If it's not, then obviously that relationship is time to move on, and so. Again, it's keeping your hands clean. It's keeping, yourself clean and who you are, protecting yourself, man. And so, nothing wrong with being vulnerable or being weak, man. But again, like we said, it's don't take my meekness for my weakness, man. So I've learned, again, to keep my hands clean because when you're around the house, people need to just clean your light switches, man, because sometimes your hands are dirty. And, a lot of people's plates... They're dirty. Clean your light switches.
Yeah, clean that stuff, man.
Yeah, get that Lysol. Get the
Lysol wipe.
Yeah, just clean it out because you got crusty fingers, man. You guys wash your hands. Those are my last thoughts. Wash your hands. That's my last thoughts, man. Wash your hands.
That's a great thought. I want to wash my hands right now.
I know, me too. Just think they're getting all sticky, man. So
this is a great show, man. I had a lot of fun today. This is really good stuff.
It really is. All right, man. We love you guys. Hey, February 26th, launch party, invites only, man. But again, thank you for supporting us. Like, subscribe, set the notification.
Hit that bell button, baby.
Follow Johnny on Still Here, SH Just Checking In.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's great. That's a great, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's still Just Checking In.
Dude.
We haven't done that in a minute. We should probably do a couple of those.
Yeah, well, you're gonna shoot one already. Yeah. So, all right, you guys have a great day, great weekend. Like, share, tell everybody about it, man. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya. Peace.
Bye.